Okay, we just start on the roof. I head toward Rin Tosaka to thank her for her hint about how to remove the reality marble. It was a simple trick, but writing my name on my hand kept me from disappearing into oblivion. How did it go? Were we able to put Alice's reality marble back in her toy box? Thanks to Tosaka, I displayed the reality marble that Alice's servant had put up in place. Actually, I have something else I want to talk to Rin about, and that's Alice's strength. Considering how adept Rin is at using magic through machines, she might know more about Alice. Abnormal? Well, I couldn't sense any foul play from here on campus. Perhaps her servant is skilled at building alternative worlds, but frankly, the magic needed would overload the human brain and magic circuit. Still, servants have to be fueled somehow. Otherwise, they would just be very powerful objects that at rest, that tend to stay at rest. If what Tosaka says is true, then whatever Alice is, it isn't human. I've heard that the data of dead people and Seraph manifest like ghosts on occasion. A dead person's data? There are no ghosts in the moon cell apart from those recorded on Earth. Humans don't die here, so the only virtual ghosts are echoes of angry hackers etched into electrons. Isn't it obvious? People aren't really alive here, so why would their ghosts be here? Aren't any people in here, either living or dead, just magi who've bonded their magical circuits to the virtual world and hacked in, like Rin. Even if masters die, this isn't the place their spirits would haunt. The moon cell deletes the data of defeated masters. It says, and is thorough enough not to permit loose data. If data from any deceased person incorporates, it is immediately dismantled by the system. Anyway, the point is this. Ghosts cannot be created here. But someone who qualifies as previously deceased might be permitted by the moon cell. What? A ghost. Someone who's been dead since the very beginning. That's what she's talking about. Alright, no more chit chat. We're enemies, don't forget it. I think about what Rin Tosaka told me earlier in the afternoon. A cyber ghost. If that's the case, then the real world Alice is already... It's not a very happy thought, is it? But if it's true, then that child only exists as a soul. Because that makes sense, I guess. What are your thoughts on asking more about this subject at the chapel? If those sisters are knowledgeable enough to perform alterations of the soul, they may know about this. I mean, you're right. Go to the chapel, not a bad idea. The sisters who do the alterations of the soul might know something. I'll try to head over there later. Oh, by later, I mean now. Oh, you have something to say for once. You're not here for an alteration. Then what are you here for? To take advantage of my free time? Yes. When I tell her that I'm not looking for an alteration, Toko Aozaki responds with irritation. Before her mood entirely sours, I ask her about the two Alices and about ghosts. Ghosts? Well, isn't that quaint? Tuko becomes more animated as she turns my way and says more. What we perform on servants, through their masters, is a mod to their magic circuits. We sculpture spiritual bodies in a way that maximizes the flow of energy from master to servant. I've seen those Alice girls plenty. It's not for me to say whether they're twins, but from what I can see, the girl is what people call a ghost. If she is indeed a cyber ghost, she'd have no body limitations for her magic output. Without a brain to burn out, she would have no limits. Even if her soul started to break apart, she would continue to spew magic until it was all burnt out. Still, for a ghost to utilise so much magic, she'd need excellent compatibility with her servant. Do you know her servant's class? I mean, I'm going to assume caster. According to that brute, I conclude that it must be berserker. That is what I answer. A berserker? Are you sure you aren't mistaken? This servant is using a large-scale reality marble. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking caster. That's not a berserker style. A reality marble is a highly advanced thaumaturgy. So if you think about it, a caster makes more sense. I'm sure there's more to the story though. A berserker wouldn't use a reality marble. What does that mean? But if that's true, then what in the world is Alice's servant? It's a caster. I haven't solved the mystery of the twins, but I think I know that Alice is special. Are you asking questions? Then I'll get back to work. I'll get back to work. Maybe, yeah, it may not look like it, but I'm busy. What I wouldn't give for a nice talented underling who can make a good pot of coffee. After that, Tuko becomes absorbed in her papers, tuning out everything around her. That's my cue to get lost. I offer a slight bow and leave the chapel. Oh yeah! Uh-oh, it's the mister. I don't ever want anything bad to happen to us again. Come on, Alice, let's run away. Uh-huh. Let's run away now. Where should we go? I want to read a story, Alice. I want to too. Let's read a story, Alice. So the bibliothèque. Alice must have run away from me. It would be good for me to speak to Alice about cyber ghosts. Yo, Alice, are you dead? That's a nice conversation to have. Okay, bibliothèque. Did the White Rabbit come this White Rabbit? Seriously. So he's made a Cheshire Cat reference, a Marsh Hare reference, or Marsh Rabbit, whatever. And her name is Alice. Straight up, this is some goddamn Wonderland bullshit. They want to cut off people's heads, so off with her head as well is also a thing. So the Queen of Hearts. Straight up, Alice in Wonderland bullshit. Did the White Rabbit come this way? Did we mistake it for the March Hare? You're a March Hare. That's mean. And what are you going to do after you catch the White Rabbit? Off with his head! Run, bunny! Guess what? The White Rabbit's here. Where? How do you know? Because it's been staring at us. Why is it staring? Why won't he come out to play? No, we have to play later. You're right. We'll see you later. We're looking forward to playing with you. Am I the White Rabbit? Am I your White Rabbit? Alright. Her servant's like the Queen of Hearts or some bullshit. And in the blink of an eye, both Alices disappear. They're really amazing spirit hackers. Shiji would be nothing in comparison. They're 1 second and gone the next. And if the system rules don't apply... As if the system rules don't apply to them at all. They're like ghosts. Imagine that. I can't see how I, or anyone else for that matter, could defeat them. That's when I realised there's a piece of paper near my foot. That's... It's written backwards. It's written backwards. And as in Oofish thought, he stood the Jobberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the Tulgi wood, and the birdled as it came. Okay, as the word Jabberwock is there, so again Alice in Wonderland is going on. Alice in Wonderland bullshit. But is she just the Queen of Hearts, or is she specifically Alice from Alice in Wonderland? Because Alice from Alice in Wonderland is not a heroic spirit. She is not a legendary person. It's a fairy tale character who took some drugs and got high. Oh, it's you again. I'm busy now. Keep your question short. I relate what just happened in the library and show her the code I picked up there. She frowns. Again with the quaint things. This is mirror writing. Anyone can read this with the aid of a mirror. And don't ask me for one. Find it yourself. A mirror. There must be a mirror somewhere. I better go find one. Aren't you saying a little bit ago that you thought your enemy's servant was Berserker? Think again. A reality marble is a tool used by servants with low combat ability. That's not Berserker's style. Yeah, okay, that was a hiccup. So tell me, which came first, the Berserker or the reality marble? Her words spark a realization. The Berserker didn't exist before reality marble. They're one and the same. First, I'll solve the mystery of this code. There must be a mirror somewhere around campus. That's right, the bathrooms. Now I think about it, I can use the mirrors in the bathrooms. There's a mirror. I hold up the code to the mirror and try to read it. It turns out to be English. Let's see. And in offish thought he stood, Jabberwock with eyes aflame, whiffed through the Tulgi wood and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2. The Vorpal blade. Vorpal blade. I knew that from somewhere. That's the weapon that Alice used to kill the Jabberwock. I knew I'd heard Vorpal blade from somewhere. Okay, another reference that went over my head. The Vorpal blade went crack. He left it dead. With its head, he went kaplunking back. A monster that gets decapitated with a Vorpal blade, Jabberwock. The name of the monster written on the note Alice dropped. So that means, is that her friend's name? I wonder. I might be able to learn more if I head over to the library. Okay, so the big berserker thing that they summoned was the Jabberwock, and that's why the Vorpal blade beat it. Okay. Found the description of Jabberwock in the literature encyclopedia. Should I read it? Why would I not? The Jabberwock is the titular monster of the poem Jabberwock by Lewis Carroll. The poem appeared, and through the looking glass, the poem portrays a nameless hero's quest to slay the fearsome beast. Oh, hello, mister. What you reading? Alice suddenly appeared behind me. Alice used to like books with bunnies and mice too. I'm going to ask Alice about this Jabberwock I just read about. Is your servant's true name Jabberwock? Huh? The Jabberwock isn't a servant. The Jabberwock is my... Alice. Yeah, shush, Alice. That's a no-no talk about that. Or is a no-no talk about that? Huh? Okay, so the black one is in fact the servant. Okay. We have to go bye-bye now. We might wake up from the dream if we talk too much. Yep. See you later, mister. And they're gone. But I've learned that while the monster is in fact the Jabberwock, it's not their servant. And if that's true, then it's like Toku said, and Alice's servant is actually a caster. Black-clad Alice. What's more, that means servant Alice is a caster. Does that mean they're not twins, but the servant is a copy of the master? Although I haven't quite gotten to the heart of the matter, I think I'm heading in the right direction. It feels like the truth is within arm's reach. Yay! Now what? Now what? I guess I just progressed the day. I guess. You know what? This might be a good time to grind. Yeah, I'm gonna grind and come back. I'm gonna go to level 20 and then I'm gonna come back. So I got to level 21. So I got to level 21 instead of 20. Just because, I felt like I should. I don't know why I felt like I should, but I felt like I should. Alright. Yeah, I'll say why not. Look at the speed of these saves. I need to track down Alice and see if my theory is correct or not. Yeah, and I'd better do it soon as I can. There's not much time left. I also gotta buy some healies because I've been using my healing items. Inhale, money conquers all. Alright, cool. Alright. What's up, babe? Well, how many chunks of ice did you get me? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Ah, yeah. And here you go, as promised. My beloved incense burner. Sure. So... where doth Alice be? Oh, there Alice be. There she is. I can see her big poofy skirt at the end of the hallway. It's Alice. I have to question her. Who knows if she'll answer me though. Hi there, mister. Okay, this sounds... Her voice and the fact that I'm hearing a heartbeat, there's a problem in this scene. Is something wrong? You look all scowly. Alice looks puzzled. I'll blurt out what's in my head. Does your mirror... There you go. I am Alice through the looking glass. I am the story she reads. The answer catches me by surprise. My heart clenches in my chest. Okay, so she is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Is this dead girl's servant? Sure. The answer, I'm not Alice. I am Alice, servant of the girl called Alice. I am the friend that Alice wished for, and the Holy Grail granted. The Jobberwock is also my friend. Yes, but it's not a servant. Alice created it. That Alice is my servant. Alice is Alice. Alice is Alice. This is disorientating. I'm not even sure which one I'm talking to. Mirror images. The two of them are mirror images of each other, reflections. Alice's dreams take shape in the mirror world. Story dreams, where her servant is the protagonist. So that's it. Her servant is the protagonist of her stories. No, a fanciful character turned warrior. The girl is grinning up at me like none of this phases her. So then, see you tomorrow, mister. We'll play the best games together. Oh, I can't wait. Alice waltzes off, a smile playing innocently on her face. Can I defeat her? But if I don't win, I'll be the one who's going to disappear. I glance at the arena door expectantly. What, is that it? Was that it? Okay, so I guess I'll advance the day then, and then we'll go to the fight.